Yo, Elliot. This question's from Tricky Poo Boy. These fucking names. Tricky Poo Boy goes on to say that he's been weightlifting with his biceps, right? For about 6 weeks. He knows he's gaining mass in his arms, but they don't look any different. The reason why he knows he's gaining mass is because he can curl about 10 pounds more than he used to. He does regular curls, so on and so forth. He just doesn't know why his muscles don't look the way he'd like them to look, why they don't look bigger, right? So the reason why I emphasized gaining mass before I described your increase in strength is to show you that the two are not synonymous. They're not exclusive. Gaining mass and building strength are not the same thing. I've spoken about this multiple times. So you could be getting stronger and not gaining muscular mass in your arms, right? You can aim to pull more weight, which you obviously are doing, move more weight, but it doesn't necessarily mean that your muscles are going to grow. The way your muscles grow is with time under tension, the amount of tension you're putting into that muscle over the course of time. You can get stronger without that, right? Because lifting something heavy requires very little time under tension, just some power and the ability to move the weight. If you want your biceps to grow, you want your biceps to get stronger, you're going to need to add more volume to your training program, right? And bring down your rest intervals. Your rest periods need to be shorter. Someone else asked me another question earlier today. I didn't answer it, but basically it was about how much weight should I be lifting in subsequent sets if I only take 60 seconds rest, because I'm using less weight with each set, and that's fine. It's not about the weight that you're moving, because you're not necessarily interested in strength when you're bodybuilding, right? It's not the main concern. The main concern is the size of your muscle. So take 60 seconds rest, take 30 seconds rest. The weight is going to be lighter, right? It's not about the weight. You're not interested in strength. Gaining strength doesn't mean gaining mass. The weight's going to be lighter, but you're adding more tension to the muscle over a more condensed period of time. This is what's going to add to the muscular size. So doing things like drop sets is going to be helpful to you. Negatives are going to be helpful to you. Doing compound sets, things of this nature. Things where you cause your bicep to be under longer duress. And that's how the size of your bicep or the size of any muscle is going to be improved. So that's it. I mean, that's a principle that you'll recognize throughout any bodybuilding program that you follow. Like right now, I'm messing around with Mike Mentzer's high intensity training, and he's a low frequency guy, and a lot of people will say that, and I think he even says that he's a low volume guy. But what I'm discovering is, even though he talks about doing 1 or 2 sets, those sets are monster time under tension sets, because you're doing pre-fatigues, and then you're doing negatives, and then you're doing rest pauses, and then you're doing isometric holds. You're doing basically everything you can do in that one set to add monster time under tension. That's going to add to your body's hypertrophy response. And that's what you're going to want to experiment with, use to get the size that you're after in your biceps. I hope that helps, dude. Good luck. Yo, Elliot.